Rugby Sense! Really good, everybody. This is Gifttime and Bailu, and you are here watching Rugby Sense! I'm here with the magnificent Ryan Flynn. Ryan, what's really good, man?
Hey, man, mid to late October, great rugby's been played. We're hitting the strides in the season. I was too pumped watching all the rugby, catching the highlights. It was some good stuff this week.
Dude, I mean, it's that time of the year, where you guys you're coming to the end of the regular season. Championships are popping up. I mean, it has to be. It has to be the perfect weather time because you guys have to go beast mode at this point.
Exactly. I mean, the weather too, not too hot, not too cold, just perfect around 1 o'clock on Saturday. So you can't beat it, man. You can't beat October rugby.
October rugby is life, dude.
Yeah, it's Bay.
So let's, kick it off right off the bat, man. Scores from this weekend. So, dude, what were some of the scores that caught you off guard this weekend that just brought your eyes to like the fucking bubbles?
I got you. So on the women's side, I had Penn State over Indiana, 60-12. Yale over Penn, 80-26, and then AIC laying the hammer, 145 to Sacred Heart's Lonely 7.
Dude,
unreal.
Like, all I gotta say is just like, remember last week we were talking about crying? I had to go back in and think about it again. Like if I got blown out like that, I don't think I could cry. I realize I can't cry because there's no reason for me to cry. There's no reason. You've been blown out. You've been beat so badly that you are no longer just it's not out of your control. You can only cry if you feel like you have any hand in this.
I'd probably just return my cleats back to the store, to be honest with you. I'd just be so done. I'd be so done. On the men's side, though, more scores. Illinois blowing out Minnesota 57-20. Penn State, shout out to my man Sean Mann and Malcolm May, blowing out Delaware 51-19. And then the little state rivalry, Arizona, 60 over Arizona State 14.
Dude. Well, hey, look, there we go. That's not too bad. Sorry about that. Oof. Did you hear that?
Yeah, the echo, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that was weird. You were on Penn State.
Penn State, yeah. I mean, like I said, shout out to my boys Malcolm May and Sean Mann, Chicago represent. Just dominated and laid the hammer on Delaware 51-19. Penn State, no surprise there. Always been an impressive team in the Big Ten.
Just rugby in general.
Yeah, and rugby in general. I mean, yeah, 7s and 15s, they just can't be stopped.
Dude, I'm right there with you. Some scores that caught me: UNC Charlotte over Western Carolina, 109-0. I know it's Division II Southern Conference, but dude, like that's still pretty brutal. I mean, holy crap, that's brutal. Staying within Division II Southern Conference, I actually had UNC Wilmington over Furman, 32-29. The score wasn't a blowout, but the game was ridiculously close. Like, looking at the read-up for it, it was insane. It looked like it was a back and forth. Furman was trying to make a strong comeback, just came up short. So you got to give it was like a heart game. You got to love heart games. And considering Furman has been having a slow year this year, you couldn't beat that. Yeah. You got to give him a little credit for trying to make the comeback. Going back to massive blowouts, Ohio State over Iowa, 71-14. Again, D1A, Big Ten. Oh God, you got. That was weird.
Yeah,
we're all kinds of weirded today.
What a weird day, man.
Weird day. And then moving into the women's, I had Central Washington over Quinnipiac, 33-12. Central Washington is the other elite team that I swear is like the number 2 or number 3 team in the country. Where I was talking about Penn State women, Lindenwood women, Life University, and then Central Washington. I think I called them Washington State last time, but whatever. Yeah, they knew what I meant. Yeah, no harm, no foul. And then my last one on the women's side, it was in club. Charlotte women over Eno River, 85-12. Like, that was just disgusting. That's disgusting.
Monsters. Just laying it down. Giving them the business.
Give them the business. Take it. Know how to take it. Oh, man. All right. So, just for everybody else, check out some of the scores that we have coming up for you over on that side. All right. Moving on, Rugby World Cup Finals. Bro, it looks like we have the rugby championships all over again for the Rugby World Cup Finals.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I was really the way Wales was playing. I really thought they were going to edge out South Africa, but then I know the injuries and then lack of playing experience. South Africa was able to get past them. New Zealand, no surprise. Everyone knew they were going to win that game.
But dude, in the dominating faction, it was relentless.
Yeah,
oh my God, it was relentless.
13. I mean, I know Australia. It was Australia, correct, who beat them last year in the or was it South Africa? One of the two.
I think I don't remember.
But they lost, is what I'm saying.
Oh, no. New Zealand. Yeah. Australia beat them to the rugby championships. Yeah,
exactly. So they're not invincible, but I find it hard to see like these Europe teams compete with them. Ireland. I was heartbroken about Ireland.
I called that one though. I totally said Argentina would be clutch. Mind you, I thought it was going to be a close game, not a 43-20 domination.
I was so heartbroken about Ireland. I thought they were going to edge it out. What are you going to do? But then Australia squeaking by Scotland. Squeaking by. Yeah, that was a heck of a game. Dude,
I think I saw more posts about the Australia versus Scotland game than I've seen in any Rugby World Cup final. Like, I think what happened was New Zealand destroyed France, and I thought that was going to end up being the news for the quarterfinals. And then it was Australia ekes it out over Scotland on a controversial referee call, and then the referee blazed out afterwards.
They actually someone came out today with an article saying like he made a mistake, like he was wrong.
Yeah.
World Rugby, I think it was, whoever the governing body is, they said the ref's call was wrong.
Dude, welcome to sports, man. I always say this: if you leave the game in the ref's hand, you're gonna be screwed. There you go. Because, I mean, I kept looking for the play because, unfortunately, in the States, we can only get so much because I missed the game. But I kept looking for it and looking for the penalty. And it didn't seem, every time I looked at whether the pictures or anything like that, it didn't seem like it should have been a penalty try, or at least it shouldn't have been a penalty that would lead to the penalty kick that would take Australia over. But, dude, you got to feel bad for Scotland. Like, they thought they had it. They were the one team that actually had some inkling of a chance to win this and be one of the Six Nation teams to actually enjoy being in the semifinals.
And it's gone.
And gone. Out.
Exactly.
Oh, man. But going in, now we know what the semifinals is. South Africa's taking on New Zealand. Argentina versus Australia, dude. What do you think is going to happen?
New Zealand for sure. I think just the way they've been playing dominant. And I think Argentina, man. I mean, honestly, call me crazy, but I think Argentina's going to go over the Aussies, man, and take on NZ in the final.
Dude, I got to be right there with you. I think I had New Zealand over South Africa was something that I had way at the beginning from when I had first when I first made my brackets. Again, I thought I had Ireland and New Zealand in the finals, but luckily I was able to change that before the Argentina-Ireland debacle. But I got to say, South Africa, I don't know. Look, even though New Zealand crushed France, South Africa has kind of steadily been making themselves back. Like, they got really pissed after that Japan game. Yeah. And this was started, really turning it up. So, I don't know if this is. Yeah. And they're like, yeah, maybe we should actually try a little bit. Maybe we can't just, roll over and just take it.
So, no, I agree, man. Work their way back, but I didn't think they'd make it this far after that Japan loss, to be honest with you. Pleasantly surprised, but no one's playing with the All Blacks.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's still probably going to be the All Blacks, but I mean, I think this is going to be a game. I would not be surprised if South Africa won this. I think the entire world would still be surprised, but considering how South Africa seems to now be trying to play up to its competition, I wouldn't be surprised if it is. And it's not like this isn't a serious rivalry anyway, so it makes it that much better. And then you said for Argentina, Australia, you're looking at Argentina. Dude, how much of a statement would that make for Argentina to say that after, they've only been in the rugby championships for 2 years, 3 years officially, and they are now able to compete enough to say that they could become the next Rugby World Cup champions?
If they were to win the World Cup, I think the whole world would be shocked.
Yeah.
Absolutely shocked. I think the world would just break it in half.
But
it's just impressive. It's absolutely impressive. I mean, they have a great squad. Again, I think New Zealand's going to win, but hey, I always love rooting for an underdog, though. So dude, I have their back.
I agree. I think one of the more impressive things that people would do, and I would hope that this would become the new mimicry, is that they start to follow the pathway that Argentina did. From what I understand, what Argentina did was they took a lot of their key players, sent them to South Africa, played within the Sanzar Super League, or the professional rugby league that they had, essentially created a team of Argentinians that played in that South African league, and then after that, they were all of a sudden capable. They came back, brought the skills with them, and that's what's kind of led them to becoming the next big thing. And it's working.
Yeah. Hey, if it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Amen to that. Some technical difficulties, blah blah blah. Anyways. So, essentially what the Argentinians have been doing have been sending guys over to play in the professional leagues in South Africa and then letting them train and learn under there, and they brought them back, and that's what they allowed them to have access into the rugby championships, which is by far the most generic name they could ever think of. Like, at least Six Nations was original. The rugby championships, it's like, dude, let's copyright the most basic name ever.
That's so smart, though. I mean, sending him to, one of the top 3 best rugby countries in the world, and having him train there with other top players. Because I don't think there's a top level professional league in Argentina. So, why not send him to South Africa? Something that actually the USA should pick up on.
And exactly. I think that if Argentina were to win, I think rugby needs to turn into a copycat league like football and freaking start following certain pathways. I mean, between Japan and Argentina, I mean, you gotta respect the pathways that they're going, because it's clearly working. It's very clearly working. So,
yeah.
All right. Next story up, dude. AJ McGinty got called up to the pros. AJ McGinty, fly half for USA Eagles, used to play for Life University. He got recruited by Connacht Rugby, an Irish professional rugby team that plays in the Guinness Pro 12 and the European Challenge Cup. Dude, what do you think about this situation, man?
I think it's cool. I mean, good for him, being able to go back home, back to Ireland. I think where it's going to get tricky now is, can he still play for the Eagles while he's back in Ireland? Now, is he in the Ireland national team pool? I think that's going to be, because solid player, obviously, and it would really hurt to lose him.
Right.
But I mean, there's no pro rugby here, and if he's getting offered to pay to play an awesome sport, why not take it? So you can't blame him for leaving. But I think where it's going to get tricky is, okay, he's back in Ireland. What national team can he play for now?
See, I think even more so, I can agree with that, except for I'm not so worried about the national team. I feel like we've seen the residents of other Americans like Samu Moa and Todd Clever and Chris Wiles. They've all played, all of them, overseas. But I guess it's the ifness of him being, an already Irish descent and from Ireland originally. But my worry is just, we keep seeing all these players going pro, but you're going to start to see that talent drain. What happens in the States, but I guess we don't develop anything over here either. So it's like the catch-22.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to get a contract, like people throw money at you to go play pro, especially in a foreign country too, which is awesome. How could you not say no?
Is it really a foreign country if you're actually from that country?
Oh, no.
Can you really be important.
I was speaking more of talent drain and U.S. players than him.
To him
But
specific.
good point.
Look, man. I mean, whenever I come back to the U.S., I'm gonna be coming back as a foreigner. I'm playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, you're right. It is. I think there's the aspect of perspective, but you gotta see where the next level is. Yeah, I guess this maybe just keeps pigeonholing the states into a professional league because we never stop talking about it over and over again.
Yeah, it's about time to start doing it.
Right. This is pretty much what happens every time they just talk about it. It's just keep motioning it. Keep motioning. I'm tired. I want to see some action.
Yeah, you're not the only one either.
Man. All right, moving on. Moving on. We got Penn State and Army entering into the Varsity Cup, dude. Varsity Cup made up of now 16 teams made up of 15 teams was 13. That's Air Force, Arizona State, Arkansas State, BYU, Cal, Clemson, Central Washington, Dartmouth, Oklahoma, Navy, Notre Dame, Texas, Utah, UCLA, Army, now Army and Penn State. But you have this culmination of teams. Varsity Cup has done well, even though they say it's on NBC. I swear to God, I've never seen it on NBC. I've never caught it.
The only college rugby I've seen on NBC is the CRCs and Vegas. That's
yeah.
it.
I appreciate the fact that NBC does it, but I hate the fact that it's only very limited markets. If you're gonna go say NBC, be full NBC, or go NBC Universal and make have to pay for a stupid digital package that's overpriced and slightly, douchey.
Rat bastards, NBC.
At least they're gonna give the World Cup finals for free on TV on delay.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah, on delay though.
No, but adding Penn State and Army into that, already insanely impressive group of teams is just going to make it that much more competitive. Both teams definitely deserve to be in there. They have proven, successful track records. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see them start getting in the mix. Arkansas State, Beast, Notre Dame's on the up and up. They've been good, but they're getting so much better now. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen because that's some of my favorite rugby is watching the Varsity Cup.
True story. All right, man. Now it's time for the best segment of the day. Question of the day. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know. I got to put something over top so I can go ooh. All right, man. Dude, this was your question. You set this up. Dude, explain it out.
So if you were going to have a sevens team, what U.S. presidents would you want on it?
Yeah.
So for me, I did Bill Clinton, savage. George Washington for his phenomenal leadership skills. Teddy Roosevelt, savage. Abe Lincoln because tall.
You got to get that lock. You never know for the three-person lineouts. You got to get that one person who's just
Exactly. Obama. I'm sure his athleticism in basketball could translate to the pitch.
Agreed.
George Bush, he actually played at Yale. There's actually an awesome photo of him throwing a punch in a Yale rugby game.
Fun fact, so did Bill Clinton.
Oh, that's right. Bill Clinton did play.
Yeah.
And then Nixon, savage.
Really? I feel like Nixon would be like he would seem like he could do something, but he'd be so sluggish on the field. But he's one of those players where if he isn't cheating, he isn't trying. And I feel like you need that every once in a while. I do feel like he'd be super conniving on the field. He'd be the asshole, old boy rugger that would just kick the guys or scrape the guys underneath the pile and be like, "This is how you learn."
That's what I need on my presidential 7 squad.
Get the guys dirty. You gotta appreciate some dirty players. They make it go. All right, so I actually had some of the similar ones to you for my presidential 7s. Started off, I had Teddy Roosevelt because he would be the crazy who just ran through everybody and just was just tap. He'd be my Danny Barrett. He'd be my Danny Barrett in this situation.
That's such a spot on.
Then I had George W. Again, another dude. I feel like he would be relentless. He wouldn't. I feel like slow down at some points and just kind of, be a little bit of liability here and there, but anytime the ball is around him, I feel like he would take care of work.
Make a move, yeah.
Exactly. Had Abraham Lincoln because, I need a jumper. I had Barack Obama because I think the athleticism, plus he would have that smooth. He has smoothness. Like, I feel like you'd have that elusiveness as a flap. He's smooth. You make people look good. Like, people would be like, he's tall and lanky, so he can't be that fast. But he'd be the motherfucker who gets deer runs and just starts going. And you just never know what to expect. And then for my number 5, I had Ulysses S. Grant because I need another dirty player. Dude, I need a dude who's gonna get dirty. He's gonna get dirty. Add that, I had Andrew Jackson because Ulysses S. Grant and Andrew Jackson, they would be so many yellow cards on the field, but nobody would ever want to play us. Like, they would not want to be on the field with us.
I don't want that squad. That's that squad.
And then last, I got Bill Clinton because he would be able to clean up. He would be my my fullback and just taking care of any clean that needs to be. Yeah, I don't have to worry. But everybody else is just wrecking. I have a wrecking sevens team. That's the best I can say it.
Yeah, you won't play my sevens team.
Nut punches all around. Dude, if you guys have your presidential sevens, dude, let us know. You see our Twitters underneath, so check it out. Let us know. We want to know what is your presidential rugby sevens team. Put it in the comments below. All right, so we're coming up to the end, dude. We got game predictions. Shoot them out.
So my lock for the men are my boys over at LA Tech over Tulane, Mississippi State over Auburn.
Wait, hold on. Before we go into our locks, let's go back over what we did for last week first.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So last week I had Ohio State over Iowa. They took home the W, 71-14, squad. And then I had Colorado State over Air Force, and they took home the W as well, 56-13. My lock for the women, a little off on the first one. I had Army over Life, and Life won 63-7.
I think someone told you, believe in life. Believe in life. Who was it that told you that?
No one on this show. And then my other lock I got spot on was Brown over Columbia, and they took it home 90-0.
Good God.
My upset, I was pretty off with this one again. I had Colorado over Utah, and Utah brought home the W 64-22. My bad.
Yeah.
And then upset for women. This one was a little close. I had Harvard over Dartmouth. Dartmouth brought it home 20-15. Then my other upset was Princeton over Cornell, and I nailed it on the head. Princeton took the W 56-3.
So you missed 3 and got 6 correct?
Boom.
Yeah, buddy. Congrats, man. All right. So I had my locks for last week. I had Alabama over Kentucky. Boom. They got it. Alabama with the win, 47-5. Easy. I had Kutztown over Jesuit. Boom. Kutztown taking it, 31-14. Then I had my belief team, Life University, women over Army. Why? Because top 5 team and nobody else anywhere close. Life 63-7. You said it, so I had to just rub it in just a little bit more.
Thank you. I'm just wiping away the tears right now.
You know, it's okay. And then lastly, I had Yale women over Penn. 80, and Yale took it 80-26. I did not expect that, but oh my God, that was awesome. But then this is where I got weak because I believed, and they failed me horribly. Starting off, I had Colorado over Utah like you, and we saw how that did. Utah completely showing why they are a top 10 team as well. And then I had Florida over Tennessee. Thought Florida was going to be able to at least make a little mark. Forgot that Tennessee is still a beast mode team, and they beast mode over Florida 27-9. So got that wrong. I went 4-2. So I mean,
Hey, not bad though. Not bad.
It's not bad. We got to go over for next week. We're gonna have to go over all our picks, score tallies to kind of figure out where we're at by. I guess it would be week 7. that we're doing this.
I'm down, yeah.
That's what it's about. All right, so now let's go over for the locks. Continue back where you were. Locks for this week.
So my lock for the men are LA Tech over Tulane, Mississippi State over Auburn, and my upset for the men is Cornell over Harvard. For women, my rugby crushes over at Lindenwood over the St. Louis Sabres, and then Princeton over Brown. Then my upset is Indiana over Ohio State.
Dude, all right. Wait, that's women's? Indiana over Ohio State women's?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, dude, Indiana just took a loss against Penn State, and they were undefeated. So, I mean, that looks like that's going to actually be a really good game. Indiana versus Ohio State, two strong teams that seem to be dominating everybody except for the top team.
Yeah, Penn State.
All right, so for me, I had my lock. Did you do your upsets?
Yes.
Okay. So for me, I had my locks for this week. Dude, I'm taking Florida International over Florida State. Dude, Florida International is going to end up winning the SIRC South. That's all Florida teams. There's no doubt in my mind about it. It can be the lock of the week every week for me that they play. Then I took Kutztown again. Kutztown over Army. Look, Army men, you have a chance to rectify any issues that you had before because you're about to be a varsity team, so you better come with it. But Kutztown, still got Kutztown over them, so doesn't matter. On the flip side, I took Army women over Norwich women as a lock, and then I took it out of the college rankings, took it to the Women's Premier League and Club. Atlanta Harlequins over DC Furies. Harlequins getting, they're 2-2. Furies are 0-4, so I'm kind of hoping for the best on that one. And then taking it to my upsets, these are where it gets tough. I got Georgia at 3-1 over Tennessee at 4-0. I'm going against Tennessee again. Dude, I expect Georgia to run with the momentum. If they do, this will be the upset of upsets for the SCRC conference. Georgia with the comeback, I don't think they've been this good at all throughout their entire existence in the SCRC. So I'm looking forward to that. And then went out again of college, went into American Rugby Premiership Club, and I have 2-1 Old Blue of New York taking out 3-0 Mississippi. Both teams have been blowing out all their teams, Sands, Life University, but they haven't played them. And Old Blue of New York, only loss actually came to Life. So Mystic River's been on a run, but I'm looking at Old Blue to take this game.
Yeah, sounds good. It sounds like there are going to be some good games.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for it. Dude, so what are the final thoughts for this week?
Well, super excited. Parents' Weekend. Get to see some great families back at school. Season's coming to an end. It's been an awesome regular season thus far. The games are really starting to wind down. That means championships are coming around. That's when it gets real. So I'm pumped. We got another week or two, and then SEC Championship, Deep South Championship, SIRC Championship. So that's when I get geared up for rugby, is the championship time.
And
so
look,
I'm getting ready.
Hopefully you guys are going to be playing in it. No tie games though anymore. No tie games.
Hardy.
Look, and I got to say the same thing. I'm excited for the end of the season. I'm happy for this cool weather, but I need the cool weather to figure out what the heck it wants to do. Like, we're getting a lot of jumps back and forth. Like, right now, I'm wearing a hoodie, but it's cold, but not really cold. It was like 70, but it dropped to 60, and that's cold, but it's not.
Come on,
it's still humid.
Nature.
I need you to know. Like, it get up to 80 a little bit. I'm a little confused, but I do love this all weather. Dude, I'm excited for Halloween. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Part of me thinks I'm going to go to Halloween Elite International Rugby Sevens. The other part of me thinks that I'm going to be at home. So I'm trying to figure out whether I have to go get a male Harley Quinn costume because I got to play, Tender Harley Quinn with my girl, or am I going to be over in Tampa, trying to live it up to see some Sevens players try and race for $10,000. Maybe play some knocker ball or some stuff like that.
Still dressed as a Harlequin, though, correct?
Might come still dressed as Harlequin. said it. I'm just
I thought it wasn't.
dude, I'm just saying. I just wanted him to know. I just want him to know. Dude, this was an awesome show. Dude, another great one, guys. Please subscribe. Check out the show. You guys find us Facebook.com/GiftTimeRugby or Twitter @GiftTimeRugby. Dude, I'm Gifttime Belu. This is Rugby Sense.
No nonsense.
Hey, you guys have a great one. Throw shit around and we're out.